Well, hey everyone, my name is Nathan Jones, and if you're new here, welcome. I like to talk about all things movies, specifically Blu-rays, and today I'm going to be continuing with my question series, my prompt series, that I've been asking all of you at home who are watching this, what your favorite things are, and some of your least favorite things as well. And today, we have another amazing question that I had a really difficult time trying to figure out, as you can probably see by the thumbnail and also by the question. What are your favorite box sets? And so once again, I'm just gonna say 5. Let's just limit it to 5. I wanna point out some other ones around me. So like we have the Friday the 13th box set, the Zhang Yimou box set. There's a lot of really fantastic Sinbad box set, Carol Zeman. There's a lot of things that I really love that are not making the top 5. But at the same time, just list 5 in the comment section. So if you wanna play along with this, I would love to know your thoughts. What are your favorite 5 box sets? So for me, I also decided to make it sure that this box set question means that there needs to be multiple films within the box set. So something like In Bruges, that's not a box set, it's just a limited edition. It is a box set, but for this particular prompt, I'm just gonna be doing multiple films within a set. So let's start off with this list. There is no particular order here. These are just my 5 favorites in my collection. And I wanted to kick it off with the films that are literally right behind me on DVD. I wanted to talk about the Blu-ray box set of the extended edition of Lord of the Rings. This is the motion picture trilogy right here. This is a pretty old version. I think this is over 10 years old now, but right here there is Middle-earth, and there are the films right there, all extended, right? Just like behind me in the DVD format. I almost said VHS. But what's really great about these particular films is you actually still have the special features with them, the appendices, which is why I picked the Blu-ray set over the 4K set, because the 4K set doesn't have the appendices, which are the extra features. It's another reason why I kept those DVDs. But let's actually look at, let's look at the Fellowship of the Ring real quick. So there is the Blu-ray set right there with the Blu-ray itself on disc 1 and 2. And then it actually has the DVDs of the appendices, right? So part 1, part 2, and part 3 of behind the scenes. So it's an excellent set. It comes with, a really great little paper right here, kind of just giving you all the information about the set itself. And then I love how these discs are housed, right? It's just that traditional box set. It's not ergonomic or anything like that, but at the same time, for me, it's, this is perfect. And I love the other films as well in this set. And it's one of my favorite box sets for aesthetic reasons and also how it's packaged. It's an excellent box set, and it's one that I return to pretty often. So yeah, Lord of the Rings is still available. I think it's around $40 or $50 still, which is, not totally reasonable, but at the same time, it still fits really, really well, and it's probably still the best version of this film out there when it comes to the special features and the box set itself. But that's just my opinion, of course. But yeah, here's the first one. Let's move on to the second. All right, so for my second box set that I want to showcase, I could have picked any of the Indicator box sets because they are just stunning because of the packaging and also just because of the special features. But I decided to choose the latest Hammer volume, right? Volume 6, Night Shadows, right here, which has Shadow of the Cat, Captain Clegg, The Phantom of the Opera, and Nightmare, which are all fantastic films. I really like them all quite a bit. But yeah, it has the limited edition. This is still available. This is the reason I chose this one in particular. So if you are interested in purchasing something from Indicator, a box set in particular, this one is still available. It's one of the best ones too. But anyway, yeah, it's housed wonderfully. Obviously there's that card, that case is around it, but it also has all the discs in their own particular disc, which is a limited edition set. And I love it because it's housed with this. This is actually a whole thing where they actually ran out of single case discs, and this was a little bonus thing that they had with it. But has reversible artwork, but I love the way this, once again, this is housed perfectly, in my opinion, and the way this is treated is really, really wonderful. And it's the same with the paper cardboard discs that Indicator also puts out. And I also think for their box sets there, that's also for the Columbia Noir sets in particular, right? Those are also excellent box sets. But yeah, I wanted to choose this Hammer one because this is my love of Indicator. Of course, you can see the hammer right there. So yeah, if you want to pick up this kind of box set, I would definitely recommend it. All right, next is a box set that you probably noticed is not behind my head, and I just love it for the sheer fact the amount of films in this box set, and it is the All the Haunts Be Ours box set. a compendium of folk horror. I've talked about it a lot on the channel, especially earlier this year because I went through the entire box set, but there are 20 films in here. I love this box set just mainly for the artwork, the presentation, and everything involved in the box set. The only thing that I would maybe mark against it is because of how it's housed, but that is totally because there's 20 films in this disc, in this box set, right? And they are housed in these little plastic sleeves, or these paper sleeves, right? So that is a little bit of a detractor, but regardless, the content in this box set and the amount of extra features and that film school in a box, comment is all very relevant for this particular set, and it's 100% worth it. If you're into folk horror, this is one of my favorite box sets of all time. I love it, and yeah, all the haunts be yours. All right, moving on to the Criterion Collection. There's actually two box sets here. One is one that's usually behind me, but I'll put it back later, but it is the Before Trilogy. I absolutely love this box set. I think it is aesthetically pleasing. It's one of my favorite releases from Criterion. I talk about it a lot on the channel, but I love this trilogy in particular. They're actually behind me. You can't see them in this particular camera angle, but I love how they're sleeved. All right, this is the paper, like cardboard here. And then they have the disc in a plastic sleeve right there with the artwork, but it's very, very ergonomic, I think, just obviously a little bit of plastic, but that's how I prefer. If you're gonna use paper, have at least the plastic disc cases so you can house the films themselves, but that's just obviously my opinion. But yeah, this is another one of my favorite box sets that exists, and it's just a stunning piece of work. So the Before Trilogy, let me know if you've seen this one before. And last but certainly not least, the one that has kind of started off all of my really great box sets is this Ingmar Bergman box set right here, Ingmar Bergman's Cinema. This is a box set that really kind of kick-started all the box set love that I have. I've been collecting some Blu-rays for quite some time, and I've had some box sets before this, but this is the one that really just sold me. It's like, yes, I want something like this. This is an amazing release, of course. It's really heavy, so I'm gonna put this down. Once again, a detractor, just kind of like we were talking about with all the Haunts Be Ours, is how it's housed, but it is, all the films in this box set are housed within these kind of paper sleeves, which is fine. Obviously, it's marked for an economic reason, but I love this release and how it's presented. And then it's kind of presented, with the coffee table book right here of Ingmar Bergman Cinema, and has all the essays and films in the book itself, right? And just kind of discusses each of them, and I think this is a really great presentation. So certainly one of my favorite releases I have in my collection. So this is actually a longer video than normal with these question series. I wanted to make it short, but anyway, what are your favorite 5 box sets in your collection? I would love to know in the comment section down below. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment down below, share, hit the notification bell, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm not jonesing around.